Newcastle fans must be having nightmares about the words Liverpool Football Club right now. They are the scourge of the Geordies this transfer window, aren't they? There was a time when I actually said that worst case scenario for Newcastle would be Hugo Ekitike in and Isak out. Now it's looking even worse than that, and it is getting worse by the day. But for Liverpool, wow. Liverpool now, here we go on Hugo Ekitike. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what they're doing. But past that, this could get even bigger. Liverpool fans and some Liverpool people are actually talking like they could still go out and buy Alexander Isak and Rodrygo as well. What on earth is going on right now? But they're confident because they're about to sell a shed load of players as well. We'll get into it. This is Football Talks, your midday update on everything that's going on. Premier League transfer news activity-wise. It's all around Liverpool. It's all around Newcastle. There is other stuff going on, but it falls into complete significance when you look at the situation at Newcastle right now and how Liverpool are affecting their transfer window. Isak has had his head turned. It's quite simple. Some reports coming out yesterday, in fact, after that Celtic game, or in between, where it all went wrong. Celtic battered Newcastle 4-0. Isak was with the squad. Apparently, there was a big barney between Eddie Howe and Alexander Isak in the canteen area. Things were thrown. The relationship looks tight. Looks done. Doomed. I don't know. They're just rumours. And Newcastle fans, if you know any more, pile in and let us know. You might know a little bit more information on that. But there is clearly a problem there. Like, if he's not playing games and the start of the season isn't actually looking likely to have him in the lineup, then there is clearly a big issue with Alexander Isak and Eddie Howe. And it'd be a shame because we all wanted Newcastle to be competitive. I don't mind Newcastle. It's good to have more competitive teams in there, but losing Isak, that's just going to kill them. Absolutely kill them. There was a moment where Newcastle fans probably thought, you know what, Anthony Elanga and Isak, that Swedish connection up front, it's looking forward to that. One of the fastest forward lines in the Premier League. I just can't see Alexander Isak being at Newcastle come the start of the season now. I think he's going to end up at Liverpool. It's absolutely ludicrous. And Liverpool already have a striker in place. They have just got the here we go with Hugo Ekitike. It's gone absolutely mental this window at Anfield. It really has. So Ekitike is in, approximately 69 million guaranteed and 10 million in add-ons. That is a here we go, done deal on Steve Romano. Everybody's confirmed it. Wow. No, honestly, wow. How can we actually be sat here saying there's a here we go on an £80 million striker coming into Liverpool and nobody cares? Nobody cares. And I'm not saying this isn't a good player and Liverpool are not chuffed with this, but all anyone wants to know about is what's next? What's bleeding next? What's next for Liverpool? Is that not enough? Honestly, right now they feel like Ekitike is the start of this second part of the transfer window for Liverpool. And they're going to bring in a Alexander Isak, or they're going to bring in a Rodrygo as well. They can fund this as well, Liverpool, apparently. It's absolutely crazy. It is. And this is because Liverpool feel like they can sell players right now, like Harvey Elliott, like Luis Diaz, like Darwin Núñez, like Konza as well. Like all of these players right now, honestly, I can see them fetching decent money. I'm just on that as well today. Just in the last hour, in fact, Fabrizio Romano has said that Bayern Munich are going in with a second proposal to Liverpool. Now, Liverpool have always had this stance. It's 100 million. He's not being sold. We don't want to lose him. Liverpool will be bringing in another winger because Chiesa is going to be sold. And if Diaz goes, night-night, there you go. Is that going to be Rodrygo? And then they get another striker in Alexander Isak on top. I mean, how can they afford this? They're already now toppling up the £300 million mark in transfers, and they can spend another 200 to 250 on top of that for the likes of Rodrygo and Isak as well. How did they do that? That's going to take Liverpool near enough to the £500 million mark this summer. That's, whichever way you look at it, monumental. I can't believe I'm saying it. Liverpool could, going off these reports, go out and spend £500 million this summer. How are they managing to do that? Well, they feel like they can sell nearly £300 million worth of players to cover up over half of that. Therefore, net spend is going to be in and around £200 million for Liverpool. It's all right when you're winning Premier Leagues and you're in the Champions League going to the latter stages. It's worth a fortune right now. And I've said this before, bigger gate receipts with the new stands that have been built at Anfield now. Liverpool in a miles better financial situation, up there with one of the bigger turnovers in the Premier League now. So, again, you can see how Liverpool can do it. But the big one there, I think, is how much Liverpool actually get for Luis Diaz. I think he's the most valuable player. So let's add that up. So, for instance, if Liverpool get what they want, which is in around, I think, 70 to 80 million is where this deal happens, it pretty much pays for Hugo Ekitike, and then that's a nothing deal. And so you're really looking at, what, about 70 million for Diaz. What can you get for Chiesa realistically? What, 20 million max, 15 million? It's hardly played. Let's just say that them two together are worth 100 million. Then you go into Darwin Núñez, for instance. Liverpool are wanting about 70. It's not worth 70. So let's round that up between, even if you go to £50 million mark, you're still looking there now, about 150 million brought in by Liverpool. It's bringing it down already. So if you did spend 500 million, you got that down now to 350. Then you're looking at Harvey Elliott. He's definitely going to go with Brighton, well and truly interested in him, 40 to 50 million, taking you up around the 200 million mark of players sold for Liverpool. And then you're into your big hitters then. You're into, I think then, one of the most deadliest teams in European football, if you look at what Liverpool could possibly bring in. And you say to me, like, you're getting rid of Elliott, you're getting rid of Núñez, you're getting rid of Diaz, Konza, like 4 big players, first team players, you could argue, for Liverpool, all gone, and Liverpool have got 20 times stronger. That just goes to show how impressive their window is. But the big thing in this is how they have bullied Newcastle throughout this window. Really, it's like, right, you don't want to compete with us for Ekitike. I think Newcastle were thinking that if Liverpool got Ekitike, they'd leave Isak alone. They have absolutely shafted them sideways, I think, Liverpool here. And the spending power is only going to frustrate that ownership model at Newcastle at the moment. But Hugo Ekitike in, done deal, there you go, that's finalised. Liverpool spend massive right now, absolutely huge, going upwards towards the £300 million mark, near enough now. Still got more to spend with the power of selling players, like we've said. Well, Newcastle are stuck with a player who is the best player at the football club, not wanting to play for them. They've brought in Anthony Elanga. They've sold Sean Longstaff. They are absolutely, right now, when it comes to it, pretty much on their asses. There is no other striker. Where do they go? Which way do they turn if they don't keep hold of Isak? Can Liverpool take Alexander Isak away from Newcastle? That's the biggest question now. Is that fallout unrepairable between Eddie Howe and Alexander Isak? That, for me, I think is the big question here. Can they turn it around, Newcastle, and repair that? And then they've got half a chance. But it will be a shame if they drop straight out again. They've not got as well. There's still plenty of time left in the transfer window for Newcastle to make some moves. And obviously, if Isak goes, it's going to be big money and they can reinvest that back in. But the longer this drags out, the worse it gets for Newcastle. The uncomfortable atmosphere behind the scenes, not having players in to replace Isak already. This, I think, is an absolute disaster right now for Newcastle. I think one way or another, someone needs to come out and make a decision. There you go, he's for sale, it's this price. Pay the money, they need to move on and bring other players in quickly. Otherwise, I think Liverpool are quite content. They've already got a striker in. They will let this drag to the last days of the window and Newcastle will be struggling. Get into the comment section, Liverpool and Newcastle fans. How do you feel about this at the moment and where it's going? Is it going to be a case that it's just too much of a head-turning moment, this, for Isak now, and he's going to end up leaving? Or can Eddie Howe repair this situation? It's a big, big test for Eddie Howe, this one, I think. But Arnie Slot sat there smoking his cigar with his bags of money around him. Man, FSG have really backed Liverpool this summer. It's like, you've won the league, you can have whatever you want. Get into the comments, let me know. Please hit that subscribe button up on your screen right now. Pop a like on the video. I'll see you in the next one, everyone.